Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. So today is a video I've been meaning to do for a while. One of my subscribers, Peter, or Pedro as he likes to be called, he sent me an email off the back of my Nervous Anxious Riders video, and basically he is going through his mod 1 and mod 2, and shall I filter? Yeah, why not? Look at this lovely van. Now, when can I cut in? When can I cut in? Here looks like a good spot. So yes, Pedro, he basically was going through his mod 1 and mod 2 test. That is your motorcycle test in the UK. And basically his nerves were getting the better of him. Everything was starting to get him down, and he was getting nervous and anxious about everything. Now, Pedro's an older gentleman. He's been driving for a long time, so basically the road ability shouldn't be an issue. But it was getting to him, so he popped me an email and asked for a little bit of advice, which I gave to him. And will there be enough room? There is now. Thank you very much. You are a stallion. A stalliano. Lovely people this morning down my way. No angry TikToks will be made. People blocking me. If you do have time, just nip over onto my Instagram. There's a reel on there where I do a bit of filtering, and the amount of people that jump on there giving you shit like filtering's illegal, you shouldn't be doing it, blah blah blah. And yeah, you try and educate some people, but yeah, they're just nasty, some of them. Some of the venom makes you not want to ride, I tell you. But yeah, speaking about Pedro then, so Pedro basically was getting all nervous about his test, so I gave him some tips and tricks that helped me on my test, but more importantly just to let him know that he's not alone. I mean, on my test I was sick as a dog, but we'll get to that. So today's video is going to be on my experience passing the test, because I promised Pedro I'll give him what happened to me. Basically, he's not alone in what he was feeling, but also my experience, or my blag on how I became a biker, is actually quite amusing. Well, I think so anyway. So you're going to have two videos. The first one is this one you are watching, and that is about my CBT, and then the next one will be my mod 1 and my mod 2, which you definitely want to watch because that is like the major blag. So the CBT, basically CBT in England is a test you do when you're 16, I think. Check in the comments, actually. Someone put in the comments if it's 16 or 17. I did it obviously at about 34 or something, I think I was. But anyway, you put it in the you do your CBT to enable you to ride up to a 125cc motorcycle on your own without tuition. A CBT is just a certificate, lasts 2 years, and the idea is you do your CBT, you poodle around on your 125, and then you go do your big test, and then you don't have to worry thereafter. So CBT, I went along with my friend Andy, who we nicknamed Pudding. If you're watching Pudding, hello. So me and Puds went along and we did our CBT, because Puds was all over motorbiking at the time. He really had the buzz for it, wanted to do it. And I was like, yeah, I quite like the idea of biking. And so I went along. The bikes were these little rickety 125s, and they were proper rickety, and we'll find out why when you keep watching. But basically the wing mirrors wouldn't stay in place, they're hanging off and what have you. You think, oh, right, okay. And basically the guy meets you, he runs through rules of the road and what have you, and because we've been driving for so long, none of that really applied to us, so it was straight onto the bike. And you basically go in a school playground in this particular scenario, and it's, you know, just how to turn a bike on, turn it off, put it on and off its kickstand, and then it's about getting the clutch control, you know, the biting point, and just going around the car park, and then eventually you work your way up to putting it in second gear. So we did that, there was no problems, and then it was a case of going out on the road. So we then go out on the road, and I've got to say, I didn't enjoy it at all, didn't like it at all. It was a horrible day, it started raining, and when you're doing your CBT, you're not in full motorbike gear. They lend you a jacket to put on and a helmet, but that's it. Then you're just in normal jeans. I was in a pair of Timberland boots, because basically, you know, you're just doing 30, 40 miles an hour. So we go out on the road, it's pouring down with rain. I wasn't enjoying it. I've got to say, the visibility you get from a visor, bikers know this, but obviously if you're new to biking, it's really, you know, you think like, oh, you know, I've got the wind in my face, and you know, it's so airy and I can see everything, and the breeze, and you know, it's not that at all. When you got the helmet on and you got real limited visibility, and if it's cold and it's wet and your visor's steaming up and you're doing this whole, do I open it, the rain's getting me in the face, do I shut it, do I clip it shut, you don't know what you're doing, and you know, it's a horrible experience, or it was for me. And so, you know, we're going on the bike, and everything was fine, you know. Now, when you go out with any instructor in the UK, an instructor will handle two bikers. So you have one bike out in front, the instructor in the middle, and then a biker at the rear. And then what you have is you have one-way comms. So basically, the way the comms work is you can hear the instructor, but you can't talk back to them, which is a good thing, because, you know, otherwise it'd probably have, you know, people screaming in his face all day, ah, I'm scared, there's a corner. So you can hear the instructor, but you can't talk back to them. And the instructor tells you what to do, or tells the lead biker what to do, and if you're the bike at the back, you're just really watching and keeping up. And like I say, everything was going great. We went round town, we started to do manoeuvres like stop at the lights, put your foot down, you know, all simple basic stuff as CBT after all. Lovely view, do love Northampton. Now, the problem came when we came to a right-hand corner turn, a 90-degree turn. I'll tell you what, I'm going to actually cut to me doing it, and I'll try and simulate it. Okay, so here's a great example of this corner that I had. So basically it was a busy junction, right-hand turn, and I'm sat there with my feet down, waiting for traffic, waiting. And basically I turn, and for some reason I target fixate, and instead of going there on the road, I went up here on the grass and went bounce. And when I got to here, I had the common sense to put my brakes on, but what I didn't have the common sense to do was actually put my feet down. And so what happened is I literally just went and fell over, which is highly embarrassing. I'll tell you what as well, the bruise I had on my hip from it, you know, because obviously you just fell. So literally, you know, right hand turn, target fixated, and just went onto the grass and just fell over basically because I didn't put my feet down. So catalogue of errors there. The first obviously being going wide, the second being going wide because of target fixation, and the third being not putting your bloody feet down when you come to a stop. So it's kind of a reverse, if you like. I mean, obviously it's not quite the junction in the road, but basically going right, and instead of going where I am now, I was target fixated, went bump, didn't put my feet down. What a plum, what a plum. Now you've witnessed the incident. So there I am, lying on the ground. I mean, I was like sweating at this point, you know, the adrenaline running through you. Gotta say, no one stopped and helped, wound down their window, asked if I was okay. You know, I'm there, the bike's on the ground, and it was pure adrenaline and instinct, and all I could hear in my ear was the instructor saying, I wonder where Dom is, he's caught at that junction for a little bit long. It says busy junction though, we give him another couple of minutes, and I'm thinking, crap, I don't want you to come back and see that I've crashed because I've failed. So basically I got the bike up, which explains why the wing mirrors are all hanging off on those bikes. Started it, jumped on it, quickly went down the road. You know, like my visor was completely steamed up, couldn't see a damn thing. Don't know how I got off the grass and got out there, but anyway I did. And went down the road a little bit, and there they were, say just where that sail side is. Oh, there's Dom now, and pulled out, and I pulled in behind, and that was it. I didn't mention it thereafter. We carried on a little bit further, did a little bit more of the test, did some more manoeuvres, swapped places with Puds. I was out in front. Got back to the test centre. Where we got back, I'm looking at the mirrors going, well, don't look any worse than when you gave it to me. I can't see mud anywhere or scratches any more than what was already there, so everything looks good. I've got away with this. So we go in, the instructor is basically asked us a couple of quick fire questions, you know, on safety and road example and all of that, and was then like, oh, okay, well, you know, you're both clearly very decent riders. I got no issues whatsoever with you riding, and you passed. So we were like, yeah, great, you know, and walk out now. The person went, I fell over. And he's like, you what? I was like, I fucking crashed. I fucking fell off the damn thing. And like, you know, he was like, well, you crashed. I was like, keep it down, you know what I mean? It's like, don't let the guy know. So yeah, and that is how I passed my CBT despite actually crashing. So yeah, a proper blag on my part. Yeah, so I hope you found this story enjoyable. And if you did, stick around for my Mod 2 story, because I take deception to a whole new level on that. Yeah, stick around for that, how basically Dom blagged his way into becoming a biker. So yeah, thanks as always for watching, guys, and a like and a subscribe is always appreciated, and I'll catch you on that next video. And special shout out then to Peter Pedro. Well done, buddy, on your Mod 1 pass, and especially your Mod 2 pass. And believe me, sir, things get so much easier now that you've passed and you don't have the pressure of tests. And you get the joy of bumpy ass roads like this, where there are corners you definitely can't take because of camber, and look at it bouncing all over the place and my voice going, and you try and then take a corner. But as you ride more and more, it comes easier, mate. Just now take it at your pace, take it easy, and big congrats, buddy. So yeah, thanks guys, and catch you on the next video. Ta-ta.